Boop boo. Boop doo. There we go. Hello people, this is Hangatado, and today I would like to talk about something. It's the trailer for Star Wars Battlefront 2. It just came out like a week ago. Sorry. Sorry, I just need to get into start setting up of things. There's a lot to discuss about it, and I would like to take a look back at this one as well. So, yeah. And by the way, Halo 2, I will be getting those videos uploaded again pretty soon. Just need to get in the mood to start playing again. Yeah. So, first of all, Star Wars Battlefront 2 trailer looks awesome. The fact that it has an actual true campaign now is just amazing. I mean, we were promised that with the original, like, Free Radical... What's that? I got an itch in my ear. Free Radical Battlefront 3. And that was, like, the big... Oh my gosh, we're gonna finally be able to, like, have people talking and stuff. Well, we had that in Battlefront 2, but, like, an actual campaign. Story-driven. And it was so big, and then, you know, that got canceled. Then this came out, I was like, oh yeah, is it gonna be like that game? Or is it gonna be like that game? Is it gonna do something new? Are we gonna have a, you know, campaign and all that jazz? And it came out, and we were disappointed. Yeah. This one came out, and we were a little disappointed. This game, while it does get a lot of hate, is really good. I'm not saying it's better than Battlefront 2. I mean, it has a lot to be desired. One moment. Settings. I need it. I've been playing Battlefield 1, of my sensitivity's a lot lower on that. So I just need to get it. There. For some reason it wasn't working. Okay. This game, it had a lot to be desired. But it was good for what it was. It has great graphics. The gameplay is pretty fun. It is a really fun game. It just has a lot to be desired. Such as space battles. That's the #1 thing that we were wanting. Well, no, wait. That was one of the major things we were wanting. And it was sort of let down because a classic Star Wars Battlefront game, Star Wars Battlefront 2, had it, but this didn't. I mean, what was the deal? And I can see how they're gonna do it. They're gonna start off getting like regular stuff. They're gonna start figuring out their way to do space battles in this one. Just how they're gonna do it. They're gonna in Battlefront 3, they're really gonna flush that out. And so far it does look, from what they've shown, it looks really good. And the space battles. And there was another thing, quite a few other things, like heroes. That used to be like a reward for playing the game well, but now it's just a little pickup. Same thing with vehicles. Boop. Yeah, and there wasn't in this game. There's not as much diversity in planets. I mean, you get a bunch more maps in each planet, and they all look amazing in the new graphics. Problem is that you want to be able to see all those other planets. Now, when it comes to the whole, there's not going to be any other. When it comes down to the multiple eras thing, I didn't really expect this one to have multiple eras, and I sort of like. I guess that I'm okay with that. That this one didn't have multiple eras, because they need to get the core Star Wars down and get that right before they can, you know, try to make something the prequels that not many people like and try to make that good. So I was okay with them just doing the prequels, and I think they did a fairly good job with getting the look and the feel of those movies down. Because I feel when I play this game like I'm in a Star Wars movie. I really do. Now, there's a few other things such as like I'll go over, such as the fact that you don't have classes. It is a little annoying occasionally when people have like spam things, like the fact that disruption is not limited to one class, so everyone can use disruption, which is very annoying. I just want to get something different. I'm sorry, I'm just talking about the pickups. I'm playing on skirmish, by the way. Oh wait, you already saw that. But yeah.
Bomber targeting systems locked in.
So yeah.
Well done.
I'm glad that they're bringing classes back. You know, they're trying to. I get that they're not trying to, you know, just recreate Battlefield 1 in a Star Wars game. They want to do their own thing and give it Battlefront its own identity, which I'm okay with.
The walker is exposed.
But there's a lot of things that they could have taken from Star Wars Battlefront. I mean, from Battlefield 1. That's really good. And it would have been really nice. Like Conquest mode. That is the biggest thing. It's a very fun mode, and we had it in the other ones. And that's a great mode. That's a core game mode of the Battlefront games. And it was sad that they didn't have that. Walker Assault is really all fine and all, but it's just not Conquest. And I could care less about the amount of players in a map, because that's not really what I care about. I mean, a lot of times I do play offline anyways, because I have stuff I gotta do. I can't always stay around for a online multiplayer match. So that's not a problem with me. And I am glad that they brought skirmish mode in. Wish I had a little more diversity in this one. And yeah.
Coupling station engaged.
And that's this game in a nutshell. I liked it. Could have been a lot better, and they're really learning from their mistakes and getting in that fan feedback with a new one. Sorry, I'm just like every now and then I'll like pause, just zone out and get concentrated on the game. Yeah. So now, Star Wars Battlefront 2. Let's start by going through the trailer bit by bit. I don't really have it with me at the moment, but I have memorized most of it. Okay, so it starts off, if you haven't seen it already. You see a ship fly in next to the second Death Star. And you really get a sense of scale. And there's like Palpatine narrating over it. And he's like, you gotta destroy the rebellion, and yada yada yada. And it goes down to the planet Endor, and they're fighting rebels, and the Empire's fighting rebels. And, you know, they're having trouble. One guy's blaster stops working for some reason. And then, out of nowhere, these people called Inferno Squad come out. And it's actually pretty cool. He's like, I didn't expect them to send special forces. And she's like, that's the point, Sergeant. And, sorry. And then it pans up to the Death Star blowing up, and she's like, that can't be possible. And another special forces unit from Inferno Squad says, what do we need to do now? And then it shows like a few little clips of the gameplay, and then it has Palpatine narrating again.
Y-wing locked in.
And he's saying, you gotta destroy these views like rebellion and all that stuff. These whole rebellious views and stuff. And that, then it pans over, it doesn't pan, but it cuts to a scene where Palpatine, well, it comes to this red hooded figure, in this red robed figure, who's, comes to this red figure who's talking to the main character. I forgot her name at the moment. I think it's like Ida or something. And you may not be able to see it, but I've just recently learned that that in a comic strip from one of the old Legends comics, there was a red, like a droid dressed in red that had the final, like, backup plan orders from the Emperor if it failed. And it has like his face, a screen of his face on it, and it's sort of, and you can sort of tell that's what it is. And this actually, since they've also confirmed that the story for this is going to be canon in the universe, you can I actually have a little theory that's not too much of a theory, but it makes a lot of sense. But you know how the people are called the First Order? The new version of the Empire is called the First Order. Well, I sort of figured out that this is where they get that name, because it's the First Order of them as the First Order. That's why that's how they got their name, because it's their first orders after the Death Star was destroyed. Well, I got that done really quick. Yeah. So this is after the Death Star is destroyed, the Emperor's dead, and the Empire's gone. So they're in hiding, and they get their first orders to, like, keep the Empire going in some way. And that's how they got their name, the First Order. So they named it after that. This is not confirmed, but it makes a lot of sense to me. So, and after that shot, it goes to some more multiplayer things, and I'm pretty sure it cuts right to... It gets to a few things like her saying, we can stop this rebellion or something else like that. Stop yada yada yada. You know, all that jazz. And then we get a few other multiplayer snippets, and then we get the big reveal. All eras. And you see Darth Maul and Yoda, like, start running at each other. They turn on their lightsabers. Yoda, like, force pulls one to his hand, turns it on, and it cuts over to a few other scenes where it shows those multiple eras. Go for my neck. And yeah, that's like, whoa, big mind blown kind of thing. But it makes sense that they're doing that. They really did take what everyone, like, they took the fan requests, like, oh, please give us multiple eras. It was such a staple about the other games, the previous games. And a bunch of other things that are now in there. And we're getting it now. And then it's just a few more things where multiplayer, like multiplayer, and a few more cutscenes of
let them get through.
and a few more cutscenes. Once I need to fix my controls. I got them inverted. Okay. Why is settings controls? No. I've been playing the old Star Wars Battlefront and I'm having trouble getting used to the controls again. Because that's inverted and you can't, and it's not really something you switch. So yeah, and you get a few like scenes with the campaign gameplay. And one of them's like her pointing a gun at Luke Skywalker, which is a big like thing that will get people hooked on your game. Like, this is Luke Skywalker, for Pete's sake, and you don't point a gun at him unless you're expecting to die, because he is a very powerful Jedi.
That's the wrong direction.
And yeah, and then the trailer goes on for a little bit more, but it basically ends there.
What do you think you're doing?
Ends there, and it's a really good reveal. And there's a few other things, like they said there's some sort of space conquest. I don't know what it was called again, but it sounds a lot like Galactic Conquest re-envisioned. And yeah, that's just about all we know about. That's just about all we know about Star Wars Battlefront 2 at the moment. Come on. Lock. Come on, get it. Dang it. Not good at these space battles. So yeah, that's about the end of the trailer. I'm probably missing something, but at the moment I can't think of it. So yeah, and it looks great. The graphics look the same as this one, so not much of a change there. However, come on, I was going for it. So the way I figure it is that because the graphics look so similar, they're going to reuse a lot of assets from this game in their new one. Like, they're going to use some maps and some modes, and that's how they're going to do, like, really bring out that diversity in gameplay. They're going to take what we got from this. I'm sorry. They're going to take a lot of assets from the previous games, the previous game, and then they're going to take that and use it in the new one.
One of our transports is making a run for it. Provide cover.
So yeah, that's pretty much it. There's a few things I need to talk about, like, people keep ranting, and I mean they really keep ranting about, oh, this is all, is that a female main character? Is this some sort of feminist bullcrap? And they keep ranting. And it's really stupid, you know. I don't care if it's a female protagonist or male protagonist. I don't care. As long as they're a good, fleshed out character that are really interesting. And they're likable.
Transport ship escaped. Good work, man.
And that's not my problem. I don't have, yeah. And for those people who say, oh, it's about... Stupid. For those people who say, oh, it's just... Is it being run by feminists now? Oh, yada, yada, yada. It's not. That's not why they're making a female protagonist. It's either... It's one of two reasons. Either they want a female protagonist, and that's just what they want to do. Or they want to, you know, get more girls playing the game. I don't think it will. Having female protagonists will get more girls playing the game, because it just doesn't sound like that's gonna happen. But that's probably one of the reasons why they're doing it. So yeah. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. This game started lagging out there. I'm breaking my game. So yeah. That's just about all my views on the new Star Wars Battlefront. I think it's going to be great. It looks great. Looks a lot more like the old Battlefronts we all know and love. Because I've been playing it a lot, the old ones a lot right now. I did a whole thing where I got my 360 to work with them. Bunch of stuff, but it looks a lot like the originals, and that makes me really happy. And yeah, that's oh, and keys. And that's just about all of it when it comes to the game.
Hostiles incoming.
Message received. Fire support on the way.
So you should, if you haven't seen the trailer yet, you should really look into it. And if you're not looking into, if you don't want to, crap, I had a thought, and now it's gone. If you're not wanting to get that game because the hate for this game was pretty big, they've taken that hate and they're working against that, because they've taken what people hate about this game, like disruption span and stuff like that, and they've started fixing it by, you know, adding that class system. They've started making it like the old ones we all love.
Lambda shuttle pinpointed. Cut off its escape attempt.
So yeah. Oh, I'm dead. Probably took a lot of damage on that. Oh wow, that didn't do squat. So yeah.
The Imperial shuttle got out before we got a clean shot.
I'm really bad at fighter squadron. So yeah, that's my views and stuff on Star Wars Battlefront 2. I just felt like I should talk about this, what I think about it, and that's it. So yeah, I'm gonna end it there. I've gotten what I need to say about it all down. That's about it. Thank you all for watching. If you liked the video, press the like button. Subscribe if you want. You know the drill and all that jazz. And that's it. Bye-bye.